Greetings everyone, my name is Ettervale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In tonight's evening livestream, I'll be concluding my coverage of the modern level pack Mega Man Light Darkness by Lipatio. This is part 4, where we will be going through Demetria's Palace. And when I say modded, this is being played using the Mega Maker X mod, version 1.6.5 early access. Welcome Lipatio, Andrew, Jedok, Jaden, and Pixelboy. Alright, let's begin with Demetria's Palace 1. 8 play, score of 1. Last week got a bit difficult, but nothing was as difficult as part 2. Like, nothing comes close to Crystal Pheasants in terms of frustration. So I'll be covering the palace stages and then the extra stages. Yes. Jacob's elevator. How many demos are left to be published, Shaden? Just 2. One of which will be published this Monday, and Deep Rock Galactics is going to be probably on Wednesday. And that'll be that. Kinda strange that some of the night stages will be more difficult than the actual Fortress levels. So far, so good. Just a little bit of not too tricky platforming. Like, I honestly expecting a little bit something. I expected something a little bit scarier, like a lot more instant death or skull blocks. Not that I'm really complaining. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit trickier. Alright, the spawners don't actually count as solid objects. Alright, so far it's mostly just taking a bunch of damage. Also, I should be using the charge shot more. Once again, could be more difficult if there was drop suppressor. Also, would like a checkpoint sometime, unless I missed one by accident. Yeah, that was a bit of a close one. I was worried for a moment I jumped too high. Well, Mega Man Colors wasn't as difficult. It was just a sheer number of levels. This one, though, was due to difficulty, and certain levels taking longer than others. Yeah, I'm aware about New Menace and their other game. Oh, oops. Yeah, I thought I was jumped through there. My bad. Let's try this again, it was too long. It's fine, there are other reasons too. And remember, I prefer memes anyways. The thing about Colors is it started out neat, but then lost its steam. You can give your full thoughts here. Oh my goodness, I have to do the jump from this side. That was not good. Eeh. For a moment there, I was worried it's gonna be a trick. Could be a secret there. Not gonna risk it though. Oh my gosh, why? Not actually that bad. It's like Lipatio said, we've seen worse in the night stages. Harder, not worse. I mean, that level would have been the level you're referring to. I probably wouldn't have gotten stuck in as much if the engine wasn't as janky. But what is done is done. Besides, those things are more. Besides, the morning streams are more for Mega Man anyways. That's what most people are here for anyways. Not the memes or reacts. Mega Man gameplay. Oh my gosh. Fell off the side. Should have jumped. No secrets, you say? Okay. Forgot about that. I don't have the double jump. Yeah, this is not base, even though sometimes he doesn't have the double jump. Perfect. Always use the special weapons at your disposal. Eep. That's it? This was easier than at least 2 turns of the night stages. What happened? This is still slightly more... In fact, this was actually easier than 2 of the day stages too. Let's do this actually at full. If anything, this feels more like the midpoint in terms of difficulty, or this should come before the night stages. Oh sure, it is difficult with some of the escalations, but really... I'm just baffled with the difficulty progression. I understand stages being more merciful, but... not quite to this extent. Victory! See, even... we got 48 tanks and only 1 phase. What? You can give your full toss next week. It's... well, they have. The problem is... I think we discussed this across a few streams, but I'll just sum it up. The issue with Maker has to do with, again, inconsistent development releases, some weird decision making on some strange prioritization of what should go in next, and of course, the classic mismanagement. Like every new major update seems to introduce a lot of regressions, and I believe that has to do with how the design of the game. I'm just speculating here. The design of the game wasn't really built, wasn't so much forward-proofed. Or to put it another way, they didn't build it in such a way it was easy to extend it. Remember, if you don't really like to see Mega Man Maker, don't attend the Saturday streams. You can always attend the Sunday and Wednesday streams. This wasn't easy, but this should be, if I were going through this in order and difficulty, this would be after the day stages. Next up is Demetrius Palace 2, 9-place score of 2. Like, it really feels like the night stages are like the post-game EX or hard mode stages. Like, you beat the game, and you unlock the hard mode versions every level. And you can complete them for an extra bonus or a true end. Because putting this right after the day stages, after Max Solar, it feels like a reasonable difficulty increase. Like, this is how it fit if this was like a true X-Fan. When I say true X-Fan game, I mean an X-Fan game made without Maker. Anyways, we got past the entrance. And now we're in the interior. It's weird. Ah, 2 times of shield attackers. The Hanyas and the Classic. I see. But we already discussed the Maker not quite going the way we hoped. At Infinitum, like, as much as I complain about Maker's deficiencies and not the best development, I still overall like the game. Like, it wins more than it misses. It's just that its deficiencies become kind of obvious when you're playing a Kaizo stage. Oh no. Whoops, sod. Well, there's self-reflection there. Again, the reason why I started to branch out from not just streaming Mega Man Maker over the weekends is that I realized this channel is becoming oversaturated. I need to branch out for my own sake and for the channel's sake. Like, Mega Man Maker was pretty popular for the first year or two, but I already knew that the popularity would not last. This is no Mario Maker after all. It doesn't quite have the... This isn't Mario Maker in the sense that it doesn't have as an established fan base. Plus, the Mega Man series is just not as popular as Mario. Or even Sonic in some fronts. Oops, I had dashed by accident. Yeah, my suggestion for this pack right now is have the nice stages be the optional hard mode, or EX stages. As right now the difficulty curve is borked. Also, the battle against Moonvox was laughably easier than most of the night stages. Oh my... okay. That's more of mod jank, so I'm not gonna complain. Oh, how much I like the... Oh, that was a close one. Oh, how much I like ducking. The kitty didn't like the bat. Whee! And checkpoint. It's gonna respawn anyways, but... yeah, we've seen in fact, we've encountered harder versions of these sections in previous stages. It's like this acts as better preparation for that. But enough of my ranting about difficulty. Oh my gosh. I thought that lag spike would have killed me there. Let me down. Okay. I died there because I thought I didn't grab onto the ladder, so I went back up. But I did actually. That's it. Get me through. Okay, this time with more health. And debt, because I rushed. Just let me through. I got caught in the middle. Okay, just wait. Okay, this time a lot more health. Checkpoint! Yeah, these stages are a lot more generous with the checkpointing compared to, let's say, the orb levels. Although I don't quite think they need to be this generous, but it's fine. These are fun and a lot better suited to lesser experienced players. Well, I'm gonna make an addendum saying as long as you don't play on the night stages. Those, on the other hand, are brutal. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna see your message once I get out of here. Just take the hit. Wait, you can delete them? Guess not, maybe. Okay. Oh boy. One sec. I see. If you start talking about our games to play, there may be discrepancies, and you'll have to give more background information. Let me check. The reason you do that is because they're good references for stuff we have played and stuff other developers should take in mind. I can see that. Like, I understand you keep bringing up Eterna Noctis, but that's also a good discussion on difficulty and Metroidvania design. Like, because Eterna Noctis is pretty much the most difficult game I played, the most difficult Metroidvania I played, and one of the most difficult games I completed on the channel. Like, it's basically a precision platformer meets Metroidvania design, and it's a lot bigger than what it advertises. Or at least the way it was advertised to me. I played a little bit of Zuma, but I played, I think, some level. I finished 2 worlds of Zuma Classic, but I never beat the game. Namely as it wasn't quite my type. Peggle I've seen. Peggle's basically like Pachinko. All a nice level design progression. You could have an overall discussion on Metroidvania design, but yeah, because I haven't played it, I don't quite have the reference. But that's fair. Like, using shared references is important, so it cuts down the amount of background information needed. Alright. Let me finish the stage, you can handle it. Oh my goodness. Stage lagging. Let's fix that. Let me finish this stage and I'll continue the conversation because I'm worried the stage will lag out at this point. Too soon. Still too soon. Blasphemous is one of those games I do, and pretty much all those games that listed are games I wish to eventually play on the channel. Still too soon. If I do it too late, then my head will get clipped by the spikes. Yeah, but then if I dash down, I'm dead. See? I need to get down there, that's my problem. So I need to do a wall slide down. And that fan fiend is my other nightmare because it keeps pushing me too far. I could do an air jump, but that's also risky. See? That's what I wanted to do. Turn that off. What? I need that. I just want to get it activated. Thank you. Now I need some healing. Wait, I see the switch now. My bad. The problem is it's being kind of obscured by that. Really? Yes, I just noticed there's a switch on the left side. Perfect. Okay, I got the plan of this thing. What I need to do is hit that switch at the right time. Perfect. We're in. Oh my goodness. They're gonna be desynced, aren't they? Let me in. Ah. Nice. One sec. Let's read up on chat now. Alright. Okay, let me lay it flat for you. I've been trying to be nicer or more subtle, but it doesn't seem to be working. The reason why we keep getting annoyed with you being a deep 234 is that A, you talk too much, 2, you basically end up dominating you basically talk past everyone. Everyone's talking one thing and then you just talk about another. You talk too much, you don't read the room, and you end up being annoying. And you keep asking for attention over and over. That's our main problem with you. And we've been asking for you to please pay more attention to what's going on, and that's not working. You're basically lacking social etiquette here. On YouTube, Discord. And you keep derailing conversations. Like, I understand having some minor quips and whatnot, but you end up talking about things and going down different routes, even when we ask you not to. Let us handle this, Pixel Boy, please. And the other thing is... I can understand your intentions, but the way they keep coming out is just annoying and derailing and just sounds like you just want to hog the attention. We've been trying to tell you this over and over and it's not quite working, so this is your final warning. Please learn to read the room and social etiquette, otherwise you will be muted from the channel for at least almost a month. I repeat, this will be your final warning. If you repeat this, if you violate it again, you'll be muted for a month. Up to a month. Anyways, let's go back to actually fun stuff. Yeah, compared to Lipatio Stages in the Morning, this is pretty fun. Like, this is difficult, sure, but it's not overbearingly so. And keep in mind, I've been pretty generous with you. Because I can understand where you're coming from, but it can only take it so far. At a certain point, you need to learn your lesson. Oh my goodness. Fast auto-scroll. Oh my... Do you know what's... The auto-scrolling is even faster than the firewall, leaving it in the dust. This is hilarious. I've been nicer than I probably should have been, by the way. I'm gonna have to do an air jump. Air dash, sorry, it's not an air jump. If I just do air dash through the flames, I won't take... See, I have to do an air dash. Well, we can change it only if you agree to actually listen and learn the rules and read the room. Do you promise that? Yeah, that's gonna be a trick. Anyways, no, not really. What? Yeah. Once again, well, shield-based weapons wouldn't really work here. Oh my goodness, how did that... It's gonna be fire here, isn't it? Whoops. Didn't quite have enough time to react. Too high. I don't know. I don't know music theory, so I can't answer that question. Too low. This is the trickiest part of this section is the first part, really. I can't agree. How am I supposed to agree with that statement if I don't have enough theory? Made it! This was trickier than the previous stage, and this is a lot better in line with the night stages. Like, if we had Demetrius Palace 2 right after the night stages, I'd say it's a better fit. But it's like almost on par with night. Okay, fire nice. I wonder, can I do this all without even an E-tank? That's a very subjective topic, and still, I can't really answer that without listening to songs in different notes. Oh boy. Okay, it is possible. Huh? Oh man. Okay, this is a lot. Yeah, that's... You're gonna have to do it from side to side. Unless I use their weakness, which... Every boss has a weakness, so I was trying my best. These are fortress bosses, so I want to be fair to them. So, I'm avoiding using weaknesses. Thanks for the cameo though, base. Okay, on to Palace 3, 2-play score of 1. And some songs completely change how they feel or sound on a very different key. That's why there's all those jokes about songs on G major. It can make a song sound funnier, sadder, happier, weirder, more horrifying. I mean, I still believe that's a subjective take. There are a lot of good music tracks in different keys. Again, what I believe to be the best music is very subjective. It depends on the person. To me, it's like asking, what is your favorite food? Or what is your favorite video game genre? Or... But that's just me. Like, if you were to ask me what my favorite music genre is, it'd probably be rock. Rock, techno, chiptune, those things. Anyways, this is probably the rematch stage. That's how tradition usually goes. Oh, not yet, you say? Oops. No? I would say all the 2 GB music in Maker sounds fine. You can argue some are unfaithful, but I'll argue against them being bad. And also, I haven't heard anyone claim that Mafia 2's intro music is like the absolute pinnacle of video game music. I've heard people say it's great. Again, I think your fundamental problem is I think the fundamental problem here is you're lacking experience listening to other tracks. And you're confusing subjective with objective takes. Up we go. What? Excuse me? You answered your own question. You said personally. Also, you were talking about Mega Man 2 GB music, and now you're using examples from Mega Man 1 GB. If we're talking about Mega Man World 2 or Mega Man 2 for GB, we should be using tracks from that game. Truth be told, I love Guile's theme. It does work with a lot of things. But it's kind of a joke saying it works with everything. Ugh. Okay, you want to talk about ones. I don't know. This is going more in personal opinion again. I feel that... Alright, going into subjective territory of my opinions on Mega Man music. I don't know. I feel that Mega Man's main genre of music has been rock or metal. It is called Rockman after all in Japan. Rock and roll, everyone. Also, they're not mutually exclusive. You can have rock and metal, and you can have orchestral rock. They're not mutually exclusive. Really? It's also kind of hard to tell if something's orchestral when it's just 8-bit chiptune. Oh my goodness. That... The lag's killing me. Okay, after X number of deaths, we're here. Oh gosh. How are we gonna do this? Like this? Eep! It's gonna be a really tight challenge. It's gonna be really tight. E. Ah, thank you, checkpoint. I never played SF2. The only track I really remember there was Guile, but that's because of the memes. I like his theme though. That's... We're talking about 3D World now. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Not that. Not me walking in. Nope. It is still... Well, yeah. Yep, it's November 11th. The fan fiend actually is helpful because it stops me from falling back in. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to do a wall jump and then do it. I'm also overusing oh gosh. I'm gonna have to use a different worry. Ignore that. Yeah, I'll be covering all the bonus stages, probably. What? Oh, a bit of a jank. Can we please keep the topic on Maker, please? Again. Why are we starting to bring up history now? This is literally the thing we just discussed. Please keep it... If we're gonna be... I understand going deviating a little bit, but this is not a history podcast. Read the room. If I was a little bit higher, I could have done it. I understand that. I can understand it's important to you, but you also have to understand relevance in the channel. It's part of social etiquette. The thing we've been asking you. Once again, final warning, otherwise you'll get muted. For instance, it's Veterans Day in this country. It's Veterans Day in the US, but I'm not discussing it that much here because this is a video game focused stream. It's fine having one mention, but again, too much. Too high this time. Okay, so... I see. This is the tricky part now because I have to get past that. Oh. Alright, I didn't think it reset my air dash there, but it should have, because... because I touched the solid ground. Go ahead with your theory. What were you talking about? Nah, it was relevant, Jaden. We were talking about video game music. The riff salad is a valid thing to talk about. No melody, no organic or rhythm smoothness. And yeah, I understand that. There is a place for that, but usually... I don't like it. Oh my goodness. Get me down. Alright, what do we need to... Yeah, there should have been a checkpoint there due to how tight that is. Oh my... why didn't I hit the spike? Okay. I'm not complaining, I thought I touched the spike. Lag killed me. Hey Nuthouse, welcome to stream. And... I don't know. I don't know who to sell it to. That'll be up to you. Definitely. Even in the indie game sphere, we don't usually hear that outside of jokes. But jokes are designed to be funny. So I'm more forgiving of there if it sounds off. Mash jump for justice. I'm dead. Ooh, okay. That was a bit unexpected. Could have done safer if I was better. Oh my good. Okay. Not that it's scary, actually. I'm gonna die at least 2 or 3 times. Not how I expected to die, but here we go. I didn't think I would fail the wall jump off. You can refer to people as Mr. if you want, Mr. or Mrs. or Mixter, but unless they explicitly ask you, I prefer not. This is not a business-oriented channel, nor do I have a business-focused persona. Yeah, I've heard you're retiring from Mega Man Maker. Yeah, quite a long run, and I enjoyed playing all of your levels. What? Well, there are. What do you mean? There are open-world 3D indie games. One example is Superland. Oh my gosh, I forgot it's connected. Yeah, I liked your work in Four Hounds. It really improved that stage. And if you make any other fan games, I'd be happy to play them. I like how you say damage boosting maybe works. Let's do it the intended way. If I just got the air dash pulled off. You mean crime box games? Open world crime boxes? Well, the answer is simple. Well, long story short, they're expensive to build. They're really expensive to develop, and the market's already pretty cornered. Plus, the amount of... Not to mention, the amount of demand for open-world crime boxes in the indie sphere isn't high enough to offset the cost. People just don't want indie crime boxes. Not enough people want. I mean, there are indie devs who would love to make it. The problem is, if they're gonna make an open world crime box, it's gonna be either very trimmed down, or it's gonna have a... If they decide to make an open world crime box, it's gonna have some very noticeable sacrifices. Because not only do you have to make an engaging open world, an engaging enough open world, you also have to take into account things like the AI, city scheduling, and a bunch of other things. It's fine, Nuthouse. Like, I'm certain it can be built, but there needs to be enough interest and enough funding. Like, I don't think it's close to zero. Maybe it's like a few thousand people, at least several thousand people are interested, but that's not enough. They're just... The open world crime boxes you're thinking of, they're just too expensive to build. Unless it's a passion project. But in that case, why not just make a GTA mod? Okay, that's not dead. And... sure? Oh my gosh. Should have just done the long one. I've heard people who wanted to make open world crime boxes, but you need at least there's not enough people. There are not enough people to justify the cost. And I don't think really any single developer can really do that unless they turn it into a passion project or build it at a loss. I don't think it's... To summarize, it's not commercially viable. Well, what? What? Okay. The screen scrolling decided to change for a moment. Yeah. If you developed enough levels in Maker, I think you're more than well suited to start making true fan game levels. I like Mega Man Maker, but the more I play it, the more its deficiencies and mistakes become apparent. You know, despite all the deaths, this is not too annoying because it's not engine jank. As janky as this looks, it's not as janky as some of the stuff we've seen earlier. It's not like there's gonna be random things that shoot me into the sky or something. What we need to do is fairly straightforward, it's just executing on it, which is the hard part. And the checkpoint density is... Oops. And the checkpoint density is good enough. But not with section. And remember, people have to eat. And remember, people have families to take care of, and they need to eat. Not everyone can be fan game or freeware game developers. That's one of the reasons why I tend to be kind of nicer on fan game and freeware game mistakes or deficiencies. Like compared to commercial titles, I almost... Let me finish this stage first and I'll say that. Okay, I'll say it now. Like, compared to commercial titles, I almost always tend to be nicer when critiquing fan games. Because they're not out of passion. And they don't cost anything, so... The only thing I lose is time, I guess. And yeah, it gets harder and harder to make unique stages after a while. With a certain lack of gimmicks, and of course, you can't build your own custom. Oops. Maybe I should just jump forwards. What? Oh, my foot got caught. Exactly. And frankly, voice acting... For most voice actors, the pay isn't that good. Goku's Latin American voice actor, got it. Hey, if you still enjoy making levels, keep making them. I enjoy playing most of them. Whoops. I thought I could just do it like that. Hey, it's a legitimate difficult stage. Wrong button. Like, this feels like it's appropriate for a night level. 2 is on par, 3 is also on par, 1 was the outlier. Still not quite fast enough. Adult Goku got it. From... I can do this. Yeah, the hitboxes for example, dashing, air dashing is a bit... It requires some practice. Also, make sure not to use the Axle Buster when doing this. You'll stand up and die. I forgot I didn't... Also, if you hold down the dash button, of course, you can't do an air dash. I'm that low? I keep thinking I'm gonna hit the ceiling, but I keep hitting the bottom. Yeah. Most of the popular indie devs are making games that aren't necessarily fulfilled anymore. The people are into indie gaming either because the indie devs are making games that the current AAA or AA publishers don't anymore, or because of experimentation. Sliding on the spikes isn't dead, of course, which is annoying because of positioning. Like, if you want to see risks or experimentation, indie gaming is the way to go right now. I'm dead. Hey, I actually made it past there, only to die here. This is definitely the last section as was listed. And yes, we do have a lot of 2D platformers in the indie gaming sphere. Namely, as they're one of the simplest and straightforward ones to make. And when I say 2D platformers, I'm not just oversimplifying. There's a lot of interchangeable platformers there. When I say interchangeable, I mean like the Mario style hop and bop. Or even in the roguelite genre. Well, for a moment and I guess now Vampire Survivors, but... or Survivor-likes, but... that's how the video game industry seems to go. Well, there's a lot of trends in following the leader. Really? That doesn't... Okay, I'm gonna have to always air dash. Again, this is one of those cases where I wish I had the binoculars from Celeste, so I can actually see what's up ahead. Otherwise, I have to do a quick reaction, which will end up with me dying. I mean, yeah. 9 Years of Shadows is very polished, but it's... visually and music-wise, it's great. But gameplay-wise, it... suffers. Like, boss fights are fun, but it doesn't quite do enough with the armors. Like, at the very least, I call it decent. But nothing more than that. Decent or almost good. They fixed some of the balance issues, but really... and it's also barely a Metroidvania. Or, it's a very linear Metroidvania, even more linear than something like Cathedral. I just wish I could just get past that section so I could test it more and more, but I have to keep repeating these first 10 seconds over and over. It's annoying. Because then there's a teat. If I hold left, I can hit myself on the left spike. I wish the spikes for this were squarish. See? I mean, I can't... Jaden, if you watch the last episode, that LP, you'll see that I said the game is decent. And I still hold by that statement. Oh my gosh, I have to keep air dashing into it. Or just hold down left. Or I could just hold down the dash button, but then it's risky. And if I do it too low, I'm dead too. The problem with dash jumps is the low-lying ceiling. If I do that, I can accidentally hit myself on the spike. Remember, dash jumps are still a little bit janky. Okay. If I got up faster, I could have done it. I mean, Xbox has been doing better, I think. I like Smelter more than Bat Boy as well. But... well, again... I mean, you can still tell it, just not the way you do it. The funny thing is, if I hit the ceiling like that, I don't immediately die, which is kind of funny. My problem with holding left there is spike hitboxes. I can't just... if I do it, it's a risk of just embedding myself in the left ground spike. So I just hold right there, and perhaps... And your other problem, you keep self-deprecating on yourself and you're not taking the effort to actually improve yourself. You're only self-defeating. I could have saved that. Again, if you're going to this effort saying that you can't improve, why just continue chatting? You're only wasting your time. See, that's my problem with dash jumping. If it was one layer below, I could do that, but too risky. Way too risky. I have to do an air dash jump. You say that. You want... Too high again. That's what makes it super annoying because of how precise... It's only 2 blocks there, and if I'm too high up on the second block, I'm dead. That's why I've been stuck here for 20 minutes, basically. Then I got there, but I couldn't do anything because... You know. Just be thankful that this is the only level I'm covering tonight. And then I can't tell when I'm gonna just latch back onto it. See, normally I just mash the jump button, but if I mash the jump button there, I can embed myself in the ceiling again. So, I'm in a lose-lose situation. Well, if they think it's a waste of time, that's on them. If you want to follow their advice, sure, go right ahead. Again, my issue is if I do a dash jump, it's way too risky. It's really easy to just get yourself in the ceiling. If the ceiling spikes didn't exist, I would do that strategy. See? There's just no good strategy here that is straightforward to pull off. This is actually one of those situations where I wish the game ran at 50% speed. Then I could pull off the dash jump strat. Okay, I also have to be in the lower block, but see, everything is combined to make this really difficult, and not only do I have to be on the bottom block, but I have to keep wall jumping off of it, and because it's moving faster than I can move, I have to air dash. And still, that can do that. And tap jumps I could do, but it's risky because if I'm not rubbing against the wall, it won't do anything. But if I mash it and I hit the wall, then I just go up. So that's my problem. I think I'll just use a level editor from here. And I have to be really fast in order to pull off the air dash there. Too soon and then I perform a dash jump. Too late and I'm going down in the pit. So I'm just gonna pull out the level editor. I simply cannot I'm simply not precise enough to execute on this, I'm afraid. It's not your quotations. That's not the problem. It's not your... Our main issue is that you simply don't read the room. Read what we said earlier about you and follow those tips. Don't just barge in a situation and flood the topic with an unrelated topic. Actually participate in discussions that people are going. Don't push into unrelated, and don't try and keep asking for attention. Where is it? Why is it not downloaded? Huh. Alright, there it is. Okay, let me rephrase it. Listen to what other people are typing, stick to the topic at hand, in this case video gaming, unless you get permission. Don't just try dragging everyone to your center of attention. And actually try listening. Fundamentally, you're lacking social etiquette here and on a Discord server. This is something you learn over a lifetime, and I'm afraid you're lacking it. Oh my gosh. Why isn't... Okay, let me show you the difficulty here. Okay, let's say I get on the drill here, duck, and get up over here. Then comes the harder part because, okay, you have to still wall jump on the left here. Fan fiends help you, but then you again have the ceiling spikes. And then lava. And then this interchange here. And then the door. Like, oh my goodness. This is a difficulty spike. Like, nothing else in the stage comes close to it. Like, this is what would be above the ninth stage tier. Like Lipatio hard. Please, if anything else... Ease up on the... Can you... I would highly advise you ease up on the section or place a checkpoint here. Like, this is way too difficult for what the stage is building up to. If it was half the length, like, the door was right after this one, like here, I'd be fine. But as it stands right now, it's too difficult for what it's trying to be. And nothing in this stage comes close to this in terms of the difficulty and to the precision required. So let's place Axel here. Is this as difficult as the crystal stage? To me it's actually more difficult because I wasn't able to get past it without using the level editor. It's just too unforgiving, and the amount of consistent precision required is just too much for me. If I want to pull this off, I need to run the game slower. I can't just wall jump off the rolling dills consistently like that. Air dashing is too inconsistent. Well, the air dashing isn't the problem. It's being able to latch back on... It's being able to slide off the rolling drill again, that's the problem. Evil. Evil Axel. Let's rumble. Double kill. Like, okay, if the stage steadily increased in difficulty to that point, or it started out about that difficulty, I wouldn't be complaining as much. But it just built up too fast here. Okay. Oh, you'll fight against him for real. See... No checkpoints in the middle, but I have 40 tanks, so... I don't really need that. Okay, E-Tank time. Zero fights against Pseudo Iris. What does Axel fight against? Lumine? Oh my gosh. Instant death everywhere. Really? What is your weakness then? The lag is helping me here. I wish I had this lag for the earlier section. Like, seriously, this is a lot easier now running at half speed. Okay, give me a sec. Alright, we defeated him. Boy. That was difficult enough. But the boss fight... It's like... The funny thing about the boss fight, it's like that one section which I was having trouble with didn't exist in terms of difficulty progression. It's that noticeable. So I'll be right back in a moment for the finale. Alrighty, we're returning now. Give us a moment. Alright, this has gone long enough. I'm sorry being a deep 234, but with all of your latest comments and such, I believe you're fundamentally not understanding what you did wrong and are lacking self-reflection, so I'm going to ban you for about a month from this channel. Well, when I say ban, I mean hide user. You'll still be able to watch my videos and all, but your chat messages will not go through, and any of the comments leave under my videos will have to be manually verified. Your fundamental problem is that you're lacking self-reflection and understanding of social etiquette both on here and on Discord. And despite you saying you can improve as a human being, you don't seem to be taking enough efforts to actually understand what you did wrong and actually improve upon yourself. You're repeating the same mistakes over and over. It's not fair to the other users to have to teach you etiquette. I've been really nice to you, more than I should have, but most of your comments tonight just feel like you're dodging and just don't... You're talking the talk, you're not walking the walk. Please this may be the final stream you watch from me, and I'm sorry about that. But I'll put it this way. I'll give you about a month to improve, and then I'll remove you from the hide. If you still don't improve from there, you'll be hidden for at least 3 months, and so on and so forth. And this also applies to the Discord server. You can join a Discord server, but you'll be immediately muted. I'm afraid it has to gone this way, but you've already been warned 3 times at the very least. More than 3, actually. I'm sorry. Alright folks, sorry for pushing it this long. I'd like to be nice to the people and understanding, but I can only go so far. As much as I criticize the other users, at least there's some efforts of trying. They just... Anyways, let's actually finish this pack. So to everyone else, let's finish on finishing this pack. No more discussion on banned users. Alright. On to the finale of the Palace. 6th place score of 2. So yeah, the first Palace stage was less difficult than most of the night stages. Palace 2 is about as difficult on the lower tier or lower end of difficulty of the Palace stages of the night stages. Palace 3 is as difficult as the hardest night stages, about as hard as the Crystal Pheasant's Castle, if only because of that last section. If that last section was removed, it would be as difficult as 2, and honestly, I would heavily cut down on it anyways because it's a literal difficulty spike. What happened to Vincent? They just disappeared. Oh yeah, this is like the X8 finale with the piano. Or the organ. Anyways, rematch time. Let's find weaknesses. Anyways, let's actually do it without dying this time. Nope, they weren't spoiling. They were fundamentally not understanding what they did wrong. They kept asking why, but honestly, at a certain point, it's not fair to you all to have to explain everything. Like, think about every other user who hasn't broken the rules. It was... If you're still watching this, I'm sorry to Adib, but it had to go this way. You can still watch, just to not chat. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's you again. Okay, this is one strategy, folks. We found the cheese strat. But yeah, to everyone else, can we please focus on the game now? To Jaden, Lipatio, Jethawk, Pixel Boy, everyone else. Let's focus on saving the world. Something more enjoyable. I don't like to ban people, as you know. Oh my gosh, lag! I need to clear out, reset. Okay. Oh yeah, FYI, tomorrow morning is going to be Sands of Aura. There will be a change for next Sunday morning because I realized another game I got a key for. Oops, we killed the pianist. I'm sorry. I said tomorrow Sunday morning is going to be Sands of Aura. Probably missed the first part of the statement. But next Sunday morning is going to be something different. Okay, whoever's playing the music's having a rough time. That's cool, that house. People do need that help. Get down! Sure thing. What is Skullman's weakness? Water. Still kind of risky because of instant death. Like, of all the bosses, Seasoned Arminator is the scariest to fight, mainly due to his arena. And of course, he's a shield master, being paired with another shield master. Whoa! Reset to clear assets because, yeah. Get the full restock. Grab the E. And now we're gonna fight against Demetria, and I'm gonna die immediately. Follow the arrows, lines. Yeah. I don't think we need all those E-tanks. Even the boss rush wasn't that difficult. Whoa. First phase was not that difficult. Oh my goodness. Not gonna risk it. My iframes ran out. No, stay here. Phase 2, not too scary. If I actually made 2 of the shots, I wouldn't need this. Alright. Inside the machine. Okay, now we fight Demetria and her friends. That's it. One down. Final boss music's cool though. Okay, S2. Oh my gosh, that's... Does she have a weakness? I don't like this sort of jump. The only thing that can reach her is... It's probably gonna be this, isn't it? Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna try doing the traditional way. Even with the slowdown, it's... Two spot... Again, game. Okay, I call BS on that. I'm guessing what happened was my hitbox extended a bit further. So, what is his weak? Okay, we need to find individual ones. Okay, that's fair. So bottom two is that. Spam E to win. As you saw, I could do it Buster only, but... It just gets laggy over time. I'm guessing those fire waves, or whatever, don't actually fully despawn. So it causes the entire stage to lag. Alright, her machine's on fire, but that's the last one. Oh my gosh. That felt like less than 10 seconds. I understand it's like Paradise Lost, but more advanced warning would have been really nice. Especially as there's no, like, visual timer. Hey Sylveon, you missed the really frustrating part. Like, this is far easier than what we've seen before. Alright. See ya, Nut House. Glad you joined us for tonight. Yeah, definitely. You can do this without 8 tanks, but I prefer having just 2. Alright. Get us out of here. Ah, we defeated them. Slow-mo suddenly. Like, what's happening? Anyways, these are all the Mavericks we defeated. Killed. Destroyed. Wow, we paused on him. Them. Are we gonna pause in front of every single one now? It seems like one of those moments where... Yeah, we're pausing in front of everyone now. It seems like one of those moments where you walk past one of the thumbnails and then their name will show up before disappearing and resuming. Like, this totally seems like it. They show up, get the text, name, description, stats, then we resume. It's like perfectly timed there, Lipatio. Just look at it. I don't know if that... I believe this was unintentional, but it's hilarious. I would totally expect something like the Mainline X series to do that in the credits. Mega Man X and Zero, and Axel. Suddenly, the end. Alright, time to do the one extra stage. Okay, this concludes the mainline part of the pack, but one last thing to do before I get my overall thoughts. Back to Genius Lizard Dangers with the Silver Axel cheat code. 10 play score of 2. Laggy. All I'll say is, yeah, so... 1 was easier than most of the night stages, 2 on par with some, 3 harder. Finale was difficult because of the boss fight. And lag. Also, why is this taking so long? Well, alright. I didn't think we had a post-game lag attack. Alright, I'll do something else while we wait. To remind you all, tomorrow morning is the continuation of Sands of Aura. Wednesday evening is going to be the continuation of Outer Wilds. Next Saturday we'll likely have only one stream, but we'll see. Oh, we're here. Oh my goodness. Double boost. Just grab everything. So this is what you mean by cheat. You just give us the treble boost. Is there cheat versions of every single stage? Like, this is... I get this is supposed to be make the stage easier, but Genius Lizard Danger was one of the easiest stages in the first place. They don't... Axel doesn't... Of the stage I would actually use this, it wouldn't be this. Like... I'm happy it's here, but I would rather use it in something like Crystal Pheasant stage, or the night stages. I gotcha. So, okay, good enough. Let's finish this. It took that long to load up, but it was just short to exit. So, here are my overall thoughts on Mega Man X Light Darkness. This was a difficult level pack, I gotta say. I specifically played on Axel mode, but you can also play this on X or Zero modes. The day stages, for the most part, were somewhat difficult, but fairly balanced. The only stage that really stood out in terms of difficulty was Season Erminator. Namely for the second half of the stage, and especially the boss fight. Oh my goodness, this stood out of the pack as being the difficult one. The easiest of the first set, and even the night stages, was of course Genius Lizard Danger. Their stage has some challenges, but they didn't require as much precision or speed. Max Solar was actually one of the tougher fights, easier than Moonbox, more difficult than Moonbox. The night mode made every stage harder, but some much more than others. Like Crystal Pheasants on day was difficult, but night takes it to a whole other level. It's on par with, if not more difficult than Season Erminator Night. But for the most part, outside of some engine jank with wall kicking, they are still doable, but I would only recommend that to somewhat skilled Maker players. And also, you have to have some experience in playing Mega Maker X mod levels, because you need to get used to air dashing and double jumping and wall kicking. Double jumping if you have access to it. Then we had Moonbox Battle, which I said is easier than Max Solar, and then we had Demetrius Palace, which, with the exception of the last challenge in Palace 3, were easier than the night stages, most of the night stages. Like, after Max Solar, honestly, in terms of difficulty progression, it would fit more nicely if we went directly to Demetrius Palace 1, then 2, then 3, sans the last section, because that last section on top of the rolling drill, that was by far the hardest challenge I've seen so far in this pack, namely due to its length and wall-kicking jankiness. I'd remove it because it was such a difficulty spike. Nothing in the stage came close to that. And then we had the finale and the extras. So here's what I do to change up the pack. Remove that last section for Palace 3 or ease it up significantly. And make the night stages optional. Or make it so that they're like EX stages you play after you beat the main game, as it would fit better with the difficulty progression. Because most of the stages are as difficult or harder than 2 or 3. Otherwise, all of them actually made fun use of, most of them made fun use of their gimmicks, level design mechanics, and enemies. Like, I like this a lot more than, for instance, the Land of the Orbs. Of course, that's more because it's less difficult and more forgiving, usually. And it made fun use of the wall kicking, wall jumping, and X-style abilities. Like, the levels here in general are better than the usual stages you see in the mainline X games. They're more creative. So overall, I enjoyed it, but as it stands right now, specifically focusing on the Axel campaign, I'd only recommend it to somewhat skilled Mega Man Maker players, and also somewhat skilled X-mod players, because you need to know how to wall kick properly, wall kick, dash, wall dash, in order to actually survive. Otherwise, you'll be in for a greater world of hurt. You're already going to be in for a world of hurt. It's just going to be worse if you don't have enough practice. So yeah, my biggest problem with this pack more has to do with the difficulty progression and modded jank. But in any case, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.